Someone around you is wearing a mask, Aries, and while their smile might seem soft and inviting, there's a deeper energy beneath it, one that's not here to support you, but to shake you off course. You can feel it, can't you? That strange tension in the air, the odd timing of their arrival, the way they rush toward your fire like moths to a flame. But you, Aries, you're not here to be used, drained, or dimmed. You're here to lead, and that starts with clarity. Comment your date of birth and zodiac sign if you're ready to pierce the illusions and reclaim your flame. You weren't born to tiptoe around half-truths. You are the spark before the fire, the first strike of the match that lights the whole sky ablaze. And when your instincts whisper, they're not asking, they're warning. That strange pull in your gut, that moment where the energy feels too heavy to be harmless, that's Mars roaring through your veins, telling you to look again. At first, their presence may have felt like an answer to a silent question in your heart, a mix of charm and excitement that stirred something inside you. But soon the inconsistencies began, questions dodged, words that sounded sweet but didn't quite feel right, a vibe that clung too tightly, too soon. It's like they came wrapped in honey, but every interaction left a strange aftertaste. And just as you were beginning to crawl out of a stagnant space, just as your mind was waking up and your heart starting to remember its hunger, this person arrived. But they didn't come to build. They came to feed. It's not paranoia if your spirit feels unsettled, it's perception. You, Aries, were never meant to sit in silence while your world spins under the control of someone else's illusions. Your soul came here to forge, to create, to break barriers with your own hands. You're not just a zodiac sign. You are the ram breaking through stone, the leader who walks first even when the map is unclear. Subscribe to Horns of Aries right now if you're ready to see through every mask and take the reins of your own journey. Because Aries, let's be honest, you've been drifting a bit, wanting more, dreaming of change, but waiting for it to knock on your door like fate owed you a map. You've let your fire dim under the weight of almosts, almost motivated, almost committed, almost awake, but no more, because the universe is moving. Real shifts are forming around you, especially when it comes to finances, career, and personal power. But they won't wait forever. They're circling like a storm of potential, and the only thing they're waiting on is you, your decision, your ignition, your full yes. This isn't just a decision. It's a spiritual ignition, a moment where you pick up the sword of self-respect and slice through every illusion that kept you playing small. When you delay your truth for the sake of comfort, you abandon the very power that could save you. You're not here to be anyone's emotional crutch. You're not here to be someone's spark plug while they refuse to build their own fire. You are sacred ignition, and the longer you let someone else hold the match, the more you risk losing your own flame. So here, as your push, like this video if you were done letting distractions rob you of your destiny. Your fire deserves fuel, not confusion, and someone in your life right now is feeding off your energy without giving anything back. They flatter you, they listen just enough, they seem to understand you, but when it counts, they vanish, deflect, twist the story. That's not intuition, Aries. That's manipulation with a pretty face. You're not overreacting. You're waking up. There's sacred rage rising inside you, not the kind that destroys, but the kind that builds temples, the kind that clears the rubble from your path. Use it, aim it, let it fuel your movement. Because right now, every choice you make is a vote for the future you either want to live in or one you all have to claw your way out of. And when you finally say, enough, the universe echoes it back with opportunities that couldn't to reach you before because your energy was too entangled. Because this isn't just about love, it's about timing, growth, freedom. Your career is poised for something huge, changes at work, fresh responsibilities, maybe even leadership rising on your path. But how can you show up as the sharp, focused force you are if you are emotionally tangled with someone who doesn't even speak in full truths? And it's not just them. There's gossip too. Quiet whispers, subtle drama. People planting seeds of doubt and disguising it as concern. You've got to ask yourself, who's really on your side? And who's just scared of your potential? And just when you think you've seen it all, life throws you a twist. Because while you're trying to sort out the chaos someone else brought in, your heart starts pulling in another direction. It's subtle, almost hidden, but it's real. There's someone in your orbit, someone you already know, who's been steady while others played games. And now, out of nowhere, something's shifting. You see them differently. They shake something loose in you, not through words, not through pressure, but just by being real. That feeling freaks you out because it's not part of the plan. You didn't expect love to show up in a familiar face. But maybe that's exactly how truth arrives. Not with fireworks and chaos, but with peace. And peace feels foreign when you've been used to adrenaline masquerading as connection. You're learning, Aries. Learning the difference between excitement and alignment, between someone who flatters you to get close and someone who supports your fire without trying to tame it. The trip on the horizon, it isn't just a change of scenery, it's a cosmic threshold. A quiet room where the divine places clarity in your hands and says, "Now, decide." Don't underestimate it. That air, that silence, that moment of distance from all the noise, that's the breath before the breakthrough. You'll feel the shift in your body first, a loosening in your chest, a sharpness in your mind, a silence that feels like truth instead of emptiness. Say this in the comments. I, Aries, choose what's good for me and let go of what confuses me. That's not just a mantra, that's your spell. That's how you set the boundary and burn away what no longer deserves your light. Because not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some are just here to teach you how to guard your energy like the sacred force it is. Aries, when you're aligned, there's nothing you can't ignite. Not just passion, but purpose. Not just movement, but momentum. But alignment requires sacrifice. It means leaving behind what once felt familiar, but now only feels like a cage. The doors are open. The path is clear, but you have to stop waiting for a sign and become the sign. You're standing at a major threshold. One side is familiar but draining. The other is unknown but free. Choose the unknown. That's where your new life lives. That's where your career takes off. That's where your heart finally feels safe. And to get there, you have to let go of the almosts, the maybes, the second guessing. You have to stop ghosting your own dreams just because someone else wants to keep you small. That person you've been pouring into, trying to understand, trying to fix, they're not your purpose. They're your mirror, reflecting what you're no longer willing to carry. Their patterns don't match your evolution. And deep down, you've known it. You've felt it. That tension in your chest. That's your truth trying to surface. Don't suppress it. Let it rise. Let it roar. Because once you do, the distractions will fall away, and all that remains is clarity. This new connection, the one you weren't planning for. It feels like warm light on skin that forgot how to feel safe. It doesn't shake you with drama, it grounds you with truth. And yes, it's terrifying, because it's real. It's not built on flattery or adrenaline. It's built on recognition, on something ancient in your bones that says, you can rest here. Don't forget who you are. You are ruled by Mars for a reason. You were born for thresholds like this, where the false falls away and only truth remains. So ask yourself, am I protecting my peace or just prolonging my pain? And whatever the answer is, let it guide your next bold step forward. Because clarity doesn't always arrive like lightning. Sometimes it comes quietly, like a breath you didn't know you were holding. When you stop chasing what's not yours, what is meant for you begins to rise with unstoppable force. And Aries, you are the force that clears the path. This is your turning point, Aries. Not just a moment of choice, but a moment of power. A moment where the universe asks you, are you finally ready to stop settling for what drains you and step into the life that's been waiting all along? You already know the answer, so breathe it in, write it out, and live it loud. Protect your fire. Choose your path. And remember, not every spark is meant to become a fire. Some are meant to burn the lies away so you can see clearly again. Like this video if your intuition has ever warned you before your mind caught up. And subscribe to Horns of Aries so you never miss the truth that sets your soul on fire.